Hi everyone, and welcome to your spirit animal reading. We have 3 piles today, as usual. First pile is Chevron Amethyst, second pile is Selenite, and third pile is Labradorite. So those are the piles that you have to choose from, pile 1, 2, 3. Please take your time, whatever pile calls to you. That's the one meant for you. All right, pile 1, and those of you who chose the Chevron Amethyst Heart, this is your animal spirit reading. And what I also want to mention before we get started is just like we can have many spirit guides, we can have many animal spirit guides. And as this is a themed animal spirit reading, then all of the cards will have spirit animals associated to them. So don't be alarmed when you go, oh no, which one's my spirit animal? One may really call out to you, or they all may call out to you. Just like we have many angel guides and spirit guides and ancestors that help us, so do the animals. All right, let's get started. First and central spirit animal for you today is the butterfly in rebirth. Beautiful card. All right. Next, we have the deer spirit. Okay. Then we have the lynx. Oh, such pretty animals you have, pile 1. And the owl. And the seagull. Oh. Isn't that funny? I never think of the seagull as a spirit animal. Shame on me. They're always the ones that are in the parking lot at McDonald's or any fast food place trying to eat your French fries, but also a spirit animal. And then we also have another oracle and 3 tarot cards, which I will pull out at the end, as well as a wild unknown animal tarot card to pull at the end. So let's just take a look here. We have a time for deep emotional healing, a gentle touch, secrets, listen to the messages of the angels, an archangel. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to say that. I'm just going to hold it up really close and hopefully you will be able to see the name of that archangel. Okay. So with the butterfly here in the center, we're talking death and rebirth. It's transformation, representing Scorpio, and who, like the death card, right? But this card looks nothing like that. These beautiful butterflies. So it's about, here it says reinventing yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. So what is that brilliance? And love every part of your journey. But I'm going to keep going back over here to the seagull card. And now is the time for deep emotional healing. So I believe what your animal spirits here, because I'm going to call this, you have, actually, I think we're going to go with that. This is a team of animal spirits that you have. And each one is bringing something different into the mix. And I think I want to start here with the seagull, saying that it's time for emotional healing. And just tying that in with the deer spirit here with a gentle touch. So in other words, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself and allow yourself this time to go within, to let go of whatever it is that's causing you this emotional anguish or pain or upset. Again, it may not resonate for everyone, but it will for a lot of you. You may be going through something right now, or I'm feeling actually that it's something that you've just recently gone through, and you're going to need to take a little time for yourself to just work through the process, whether it's grief, sore anger, It could be anything, whatever that emotional pain is for you. And knowing that while you do it, it's going to require you not being hard on yourself, not trying to rush through it, not trying to get better, quote unquote, because everyone's saying, just move on, or, don't pay any mind to it, or don't think about it. No, you need to think about it, and you need to allow yourself the time to work through the emotions. Everyone is different. Some people it could be hours, some people it could be days, and for others it could be months or years. But don't let that discourage you. It will work for you as it needs to work for you in divine timing, okay? And during that time, we have the owl here, and the owl is wisdom, right? And we have this archangel, which I showed you the name because I can't even pronounce it, and I don't even know how to begin to try. But we have the owls, and it's wisdom, and they're saying, listen to the messages of the angels. So when you're going through this transformation from hurt, pain, sorrow, whatever situation it is, really listen to your intuitive self and open up to your higher self so that you can listen and hear the messages coming in from the angels in this case, but also from your animal spirit guide team. They all work together, and their main focus is for you to be happy and joyful and living the best life that you can live. So they will be giving you, dropping you hints, and I see the links here, little secrets, whatever it may be, to help you move through it and to move past it, but in the proper time frame for you. And just know that, yes, as hard as it is and as challenging as it may be for you, and hey, for some of you it won't, you'll zip right through it. But know that there's always transformation is always possible, right? We can always let go of what is no longer serving us and birth into the new and start fresh and start over, move forward. So those are your main messages from your deer, butterfly, lynx, owl, and seagull spirit. You can work with them as a team. You may be called to work with one individually, but just like you speak to your angels, you can also speak and talk and ask for guidance from your animal spirits. Now, let's just pull the other oracle card. And we have beautiful artwork in this deck. It's a little deck I found on Amazon. Okay, and it's from, just if you're interested, if you just love the artwork, right? Sorry, I'm all over the place with it. If you just love the artwork, and then it has a written meaning on the back, but it's they're Animal Spirits Knowledge Cards by Susan Boulet, B-O-U-L-E-T. Susan is her first name, and it's pomegranate.com. And this is the cow, and representing fertility, purity, divinity. So what I want to say is, I'm feeling this is tying in with fertility again, just knowing that there is new, that you can plant new seeds and move forward. The purity, again, it's going in and it's ridding yourself of the shadow of what's no longer working and starting with a clean, pure slate. And divinity is listening to, asking for guidance from your animal spirits, your angels, from divine source, whoever that is for you. Okay, and I'm just going to turn that over here. And we will look at the three tarot cards that we have from Way of the Panda. And I'm in love, absolutely in love with these Panda tarot cards. Like, I just giggle. Well, right now inside. I'm giggling inside right now. How interesting that we would have the Tower come out here when we're talking about death and rebirth, or the tearing down of grief and sorrow in your life and ridding yourself of it, or any kind of emotional healing that you need to do right now. But a tower, crumble to the ground, rebuild. Okay, and we're talking about letting go and rebirth. So that fits in perfectly. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Love the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles is grounded, a pentacle, right? Very much wants to bring in, I almost feel like I want to say like a sense of, or a tone of seriousness, right? Like, let's really give this some thought. Let's buckle down and get to work. Here are some ideas, because I always think of knights as bringing in the message or the idea of how you can methodically work your way through something. All right. So I want to say, for me, a bit of what the Knight of Pentacles is, but also a bit of my own intuition on it as well. I just want to say he's there to help bring you through this in a methodical plan, in a methodical way, because that knight is working towards being a king. So he's already on the path, and he wants to teach you how to do that as well. Okay. And then last tarot card we have, oh, but that's a scary panda. It's the Devil. It's an angry panda. Oh, I don't like to see that. Okay, this one isn't so happy for me. But the Devil, not to be scared of the Devil card. We know that that is any type of addiction or thought process that makes you feel like you are bound or being held within, or being held by something or someone, when really it's ourselves, and we have to make the decision to let go of whatever that is, to break free of the chains, like in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, right? It's the two people, and it looks like they're chained to the devil that's looming above them, but really they're not. The chains are around them, but they could easily just unshackle themselves and walk away at any time. And I think that's what this is. Time for deep emotional healing. What secrets are you keeping even? What secrets are you keeping that you need to let go of? What are you telling yourself or keeping to yourself that maybe it's shame for some reason? And, it's keeping you bound and shackled to the addiction of thinking that you're bad in some way, that you're not good in some way. This is just an additional message coming in right now. So you know what? Or that you're a devil in some way. Let that go. Let it go. Be gentle with yourself. Listen to your guides here, and know that it's time for a tower moment to let that fall away and rebuild. And you can take on this Knight of Pentacles energy, where you might want to do it in methodical, step-by-step journaling, or writing as you go, or asking for help from someone else as you go. Taking accountability. That's something else that would remind me of a Knight of Pentacles. Taking accountability, being serious, being responsible, and knowing that you can break free of this devil energy, this shackled, bound energy. It is possible. And last but not least, we're going to do, I'm just going to shuffle here. I don't know if you can see, you can probably hear. I just want to pull one additional card from the Wild Unknown tarot deck to see, is there anything else that pile one needs to know here from their animal spirit guides. And what a beautiful, like I said, what a beautiful bunch of spirit guides you guys have. Because I know we just see seagulls at the beach, at the ocean, or like I said, in a fast food McDonald's parking lot or something. But they are they're very beautiful birds. They really, really are up close when they're clean and white and fluffy. They're really quite beautiful. So, and your owl and your cow. Okay. Actually, I think 3 come out there, possibly. All right. So what do we have? Ace of Cups. That, for me, is emotions, cups, water, inspiration. It's just confirming this. And I think it's just giving you, the Ace of Cups here, what I'm hearing is it's like your pep talk. It's knowing new beginnings when it comes to your emotional being, your emotional self. There will be new beginnings. Look forward to that. Next, I believe had come out was the Emperor. And again, I want to say here, I mean, the Emperor is the king of all kings, right? So he not only is embodying wisdom, like the king of swords, but also fiery passion, like the king of wands, in control of his emotions, like the king of cups. And what one didn't I say? The king of pentacles, just responsible and grounded. So, and I like that it come under the Knight of Pentacles here, because knights are always working their way to be the king, and the kings are working their way to be, in my world, to the Emperor. So just know that you are capable of doing that yourself, and see yourself as the Emperor, masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. It's the energy. So see yourself as the Emperor at the end of all this. And last, we have the 2 of Cups. So again, emotions. And I believe in this case, because it's not a romantic reading, I want to say it is finding that change, finding that balance, that emotional balance within yourself, and loving yourself. Finding the balance and loving yourself. So that is your reading, pile 1. I hope that you enjoyed it. I have certainly enjoyed doing it for you. If it resonated in any way, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm a new channel. I'm just small, and I want to grow, and I want you to all come back week after week, or video after video, and join me for readings. So, and feel free to comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts as well. So thank you again. And welcome, pile 2, to your animal spirit reading. And for those of you who chose the Selenite heart, thank you for being here. I'm happy that you are, and I want to get right into your reading. And we'll speak about animal spirits. And because these cards are, I call them themed readings that I do, are animal themed, you can have more than one animal spirit, just like you have more than one spirit guide, or more than one archangel that you talk to, or a guardian angel, or whatever it may be for you. You have more than one. You can also have more than one animal spirit. But the main one that we're looking at for today is the swan. That is going to be your main energy, and that is who I think is going to be your main spirit or animal spirit for this reading. Next, we have the white raven spirit. I just want to bring that down because I'm not at home, and this is a different setup for lighting. It's kind of not so great. Ooh, next we have the tarantula. Okay. And the snake. All right. And the Hawaiian owl. And then these last cards, we have 3 tarots from Spirit of the or Way of the Panda, and 1 more animal oracle card that I will bring out at the end. Okay, so we'll just put them there for now. Okay, so let's take a look here. We have live according to your divine essence. We have connection. We have trust in the magic. We have grace from the swan. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. And then we have the owl here too. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. Okay, so we're not only working with these animal spirit guides, your ancestral guides are also coming in, and they all work together. So they're working in tandem right now for you. And as I said before, you can have one spirit guide, but maybe you will be drawn to this owl or this raven or the snake or the tarantula, or you might be drawn to all of them. So just stay open-minded, or keep an open mind as we're going through. I want to say right now that I think that maybe you're in a situation that is calling for you to step above or to rise above. I almost feel like you're maybe in a situation right now where someone is maybe not treating you so well, and whether that be to your face, and for whatever reason this is coming in, whether it's to your face or whether it's behind your back, or maybe not quite so behind your back, but not quite in your face either, but you're hearing about it. I think this is saying you need to rise above. So it goes back to the message of when they go low, you go high. And I think that that's what this message today from your animal spirit guides is asking you to do. Okay? Because it's saying, right, transform into elegance and grace. And snakes, we know, are transformative. They shed their skin, right? So death and rebirth. We have the tarantula with connection, trust in the magic, and we have your ancestral guides coming in too, telling you to pay close attention to signs and omens from them. They're wanting to connect with you right now. Okay? They want you to trust in them, trust in the magic, and connect with them so that you can get the messages of guidance that are coming in from them as well. And, you know, maybe you're in Hawaii. Maybe you have a fascination with owls. I don't know, but I'm very much drawn to this owl card. So I feel that as much as I said the swan is like your central spirit guide and animal guide in this case, I also feel this owl is playing a super important role too. And whether it's the owl itself or it's this message about the ancestral spirits wanting to work along with the animal spirits for you. But it's hard when people are against you for a reason or for no reason, okay? It doesn't matter either way. It's difficult when people are talking against you or acting against you in ways that are not nice, not mature, you know, just there's no need for it. And sometimes you're put into a situation where you want to talk back, you want to react, but for whatever reason, your spirit guides here, these animals are really saying, you know what? You need to be the bigger person. You need to, just like a snake sheds its skin, you need to just, or like water off a duck's or swan's back, you need to just let it go. You need to, oh my God, sometimes the messages that come through, you need to slither away from it, right? You just need to slither away, let go of it, or water off a swan's back, whatever it is, just swim away from it, just leave them behind and move on in your own elegance and grace and dignity. That's what it's calling for. That's what they're calling for. And trust that by doing that, that you will be rewarded in a sense. And that reward could just be a feeling of it's almost like I don't think self-esteem is really what I'm trying to say here. I'm hoping that you're on my wavelength with me. It's like the feeling that you're going to have by doing this is going to drive you to walk in your grace and elegance and dignity more often or all the time. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting from it. So, yeah, that's what I think your main message is here, pile 2. It's there's something going on right now, and you just need to take the higher road. You need to slither, swim, crawl, fly away from whatever it is with elegance, grace, and dignity. And don't shut down. So don't run away and hide. Don't shut down. We want you to live in the magic, in the spirit, or like opening up your intuition so that you can listen and hear additional message coming in from your ancestral guides or any signs or omens from them. Pay close attention, because they're going to be there working along with your animals to help you through whatever this situation is. I don't think it's anything. I'm not feeling like it's anything dire. I'm getting a very strong sense that it's almost like you're being drugged into something, or that really there's no need for it. There's just no need for you to be in it. And you can go low and then just get down dirty in the mud with them, or you can, like I said, move away. And that's the main message that they're wanting to give you strongly, because I'm saying it over and over again, is just fly, walk, crawl, slither, swim, whatever it is, away from it, and just leave it be and be the bigger person. So let's go in and look and see what your additional oracle card is, and then your 3 tarots from Way of the Panda, and then we'll do a wild unknown tarot just for additional guidance. So you have here, and look, if oh my, what's on this card? We have more birds. Okay, they look like maybe pelicans or something. An owl. Very interesting. Let's see what it says. And maybe even a seagull. I think we had a seagull in the other pile. Ah, it is a pelican. Wisdom, focus, self-sacrifice, nurture. Okay. I'm just quickly looking over this. So basically, yes, it's talking about how pelicans feed their babies. And I think, it's talking about wisdom, focus, self-sacrifice, and nurture. So it's about nurturing yourself by not allowing yourself to get down and dirty with this situation, whatever it is. And just having the wisdom to know, I can do better. I can act with grace and dignity and elegance, right? It's like the wisdom to do better, to know better, and focusing on getting yourself out of the situation and then listening for further guidance. So I think that's beautiful that, again, it's all tying in. So definitely a very strong connection with birds, fowl, whatever you would call. Yeah, these are fowls, I think. Anyway, very strong connection there with taking flight. And then also, though, we have, I want to say with these animals, because they're ground creatures, is staying grounded in it all as well, right? Not allowing yourself to get caught up in the drama, staying grounded and sensible. Okay. Now, card number 1, we have the Star. 2, we have Page of Swords. And 3, we have the Hierophant. Love it. Okay, so the Star card. If you take this advice, okay, if you take the advice of your animal spirit guides and your ancestor spirit guides, you're going to be the one who's going to be shining at the end of all this. So this is just confirmation. You're the one who's meant to shine in this situation, okay? And this isn't going to be for everyone. So this could be a very specific message for a few. Or it could resonate in different ways for each one of you. But just know that by taking that high road and getting away, you're the one who's going to shine. You're going to be the one that people are talking about, that was the better person, so to speak, or the one who acted in a loving, kind, graceful, dignified way. We have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords can get very excited, like all pages. They're young and fresh, and, you know, wanting to learn. And I think part of this, it may be the signs and omens that may come from your ancestral spirit guides are going to be of like an education to you, okay? Because we also have the Hierophant. And Page of Swords, we know swords are about intellect and knowledge and clear thinking. So I think that they're saying, we want you to learn to begin with. We need you to be thinking clearly during this, okay? We need you to learn a lesson and to be thinking clearly throughout this. And then Hierophant also, to me, is like a teacher, right? It's someone that you may look up to, right? Again, like a teacher, someone that you would go to for advice and guidance. And because it happened to come out the way it did here on the ancestral spirit guide card, I think they're saying, come to us, ask us what it is that you need to do moving forward, or even what it is you need to do if you're stuck and mired down in the situation right now. You know, trust your magic, listen to your intuition. That's what it is. And hear us, all of us, and we will help guide and lead you through this. Okay, and one last card we are going to do, because I think that was just a beautiful message. And don't be discouraged, right? Okay, excellent. And I'm getting threes, which is crazy, okay? I'm always like, well, just one more card, and then three pop out. So, first card out here on top, the butterfly. We had that in pile one as well, which it just amazes me how, you know, even all three piles will tie together sometimes. Okay, so again, finding the balance. Right now, this is an unbalanced situation, but what this butterfly is showing is that it can become balanced by transformation. Transformation, letting go of this foolishness and moving forward and finding emotional peace and balance in yourself. We then have the Star card. Oh my, again, it will be you who's going to shine brightly in this. Now, this also is just coming into, this could be a personal situation. This could also be like in a work situation as well. That just came in, especially with the shining, like standing out, you know, that maybe someone in your work situation is going to, someone's going to notice you for your behavior and how you handled it. Okay, so shining. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is choices. And again, this landing on this card, I love it. It's, you have choices. You have many choices that you can make in this situation. And they're asking you to make the choice of walking away with dignity, of transforming and balancing with dignity. So Pile 2, I love this message. This is really awesome. I wish you good luck with it too, because, you know, when we're in these situations, they're never easy. But when we rely on our ancestors and our animal spirit guides to help us through it, angels, whomever, but this happens to be a reading about your animal spirit guides. Like I said, you may have connected to one of them. You may connect to all of them. You may be connecting here to the panda. I don't know. But don't be afraid to ask for the magic, to ask for the guidance to come to you intuitively. And also, because this comes up quite often, you may also find it coming in from another person. There may actually be a person in your life that will show up who will be like the Hierophant to help guide you through it, that your spirit guides and ancestral guides will send to you to help you through the situation. So thank you very much for being here. I wish you the best of luck with this. I know you can do it. Take on the energy of the swan. And if you like this, if you found it helpful, please like and share and subscribe. I'm a small channel and I'm trying to grow, and I would appreciate you coming back again and again, as well as inviting others that you know to join in as well. Thank you very much. Pile 2. Hi, Pile 3, and those of you who chose the Labradorite heart. Thank you very much for being here for your spirit animal reading. This is themed, so all of the cards are going to be showing animals today, which means you don't have just one spirit animal guide. You can have many. Now, as we go through this, pardon me, you may connect to one, you may connect to all. So just keep an open mind. The first one we have up, oh, the moose. How Canadian. And being that I'm up north right now, this is so fitting. Okay. Yes, the moose, wisdom. Okay, so I'm going to say this is going to be the main energy for your reading today, the main animal spirit that's coming through. Next, we have the frog spirit. Okay, we have frog here. And as I was telling the other piles, I'm not at my home right now. I am away for the weekend, and this is not my normal setup. So the lighting is a bit weird here. Next, we have the cat. And I just have to see here because, you know, intuition. Okay, I just have to hold it up close so I can see that little tiny print. All right, perfect. Next, we have the goat. What a wonderful mix of animal spirits here. Let's see how they all tie together. I'm very interested. And the polar bear. Okay. I am just strength is what's popping out at me right now. Strength and cat, I know it's an intuition, but also cats are very independent. Okay. And the frog is clear out the clutter. So we'll get into this. But I also have 3 tarots from Way of the Panda and another oracle card that we will look at the end, as well as a few final cards from the Wild Unknown tarot deck too. So what is the message that they're trying to bring forward? I'm just seeing the word wisdom here on the goat card. Intuition. Clearing out the clutter. So let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Act from your innate wisdom and intuition. We have these cards talking about that, okay? This one here, speak up for yourself. Yeah, there's a situation that's coming in right now in your life where you need to maybe exert yourself a little bit in a situation where you're going to need to Really use that throat chakra and speak up. And it may not be in the normal way that you would speak up. It feels as though it's something different, like almost like that I'm kind of seeing like someone standing on a stage. So I don't know if it is something you've been asked to do or something that you're thinking about doing, or if you've been asked your opinion, or it could be even the knowledge that you have about a certain topic or situation. You've been asked to give additional guidance. So let's just look a little bit. So stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to the outcome. I'm really feeling, though, that this is somehow you standing up and speaking strongly about something it is that you believe in. And again, there are so many different people watching. How it resonates for you could be different. So it could be that at work you've been asked to give a presentation. It could be in the club that you participate in as an extracurricular. You could be asked to stand up at the annual general meeting and give your 2 cents worth about, plans for how to improve upon the club. For some reason, I'm thinking of like a seniors club or something like that, right? Like, or it could even be with your children's, if you volunteer with like a children's sporting program and they're asking you to speak about your feelings on how it's going, how it's run, what improvements could be made, right? Yeah. And I think with the Moose card, it's saying, reach for the stars, but keep your feet grounded on the earth, which means, don't let it go to your head, okay? That's the first thing that popped in, was don't let it go to your head. Keep yourself grounded. Maybe realize that not all the changes can be made at once. However, you can certainly speak to all of them, but just that you'll be realistic, knowing that, everything can't happen at once. And the other thing that I believe they're asking for here is really having a clear mind, right? And a clear heart, because this is green and it reminds me of your heart chakra. And I want to say, clear out the clutter. So let go of any emotions that you may have around it and speak clearly. Like if you were the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords, right? You would have clear thinking, clear knowing. You would be focused, right? You would be very clear in what it is that you want to say. And they're saying here, speak your truth respectfully. And I think that would, to me, represents the Queen of Swords, right? Honest, but respectful and clear and compassionately. Just because she's a sword does not mean that she also, I think the queens take on the energy of each other. So she also could have a bit of that Queen of Cups in her as well, right? To have the compassion for the people you're speaking to and what you're speaking about. And to use your intuition, to know your audience and intuitively pick up on what it is that they need to hear, maybe at that time. Like I said, you may speak to everything, or intuitively you may know now is not the time to speak about this particular subject or topic. This is what we need to focus on right now, and act from your innate wisdom and act, right? So go in and I don't know. I keep seeing someone standing up like behind a podium on a stage, and that you're going to be speaking to people. And like I said, it could be on a large scale. It could be very small scale. It could be that you're going to be standing up in your school to do a presentation. Maybe about the student body and how, the school can better, I don't know, have a better music program or a physical activity program or a better cafeteria program, whatever it may be. There's something that you need to speak about, and your ancestors want you to know you are smart, you are clever, you are intuitive, and there's blue here, there's blue here. I mean, there's mixtures of green and blue here, right? To not be afraid to stand up and to speak your truth. But you're going to speak from a place of knowing. And that's your intuition. Okay? I mean, it's also going to be what you know about the topic, but also from a place of intuition. You are just intuitively and independently, right? You're not going to have to go to 10 people to find out what it is you need to talk about and how you need to talk. You're just going to know. So you need to trust that, and that is the message. And like I said, you could connect to one of these animal spirit guides, or you could connect to all of them. And if you need to, ask someone for help, by all means, call upon your ancestor guides, call upon your animal guides here, and ask them to help guide you through this. But know that you are a very, very clever, intuitive person with a great sense of knowing. You just, as long as you can keep that clutter and the emotions maybe out of it, you can have compassion, yes, and it speaks of compassion here. But other than the compassion, I just feel like I need to say, let the rest go and just let that intuitive wisdom and knowing flow through you. Okay, let's take a look at one more card here for Oracle, and then we'll get into some tarot. So we have the Bull, renewal, fertility, and growth. Yes. Okay. It's coming in with the rest of the, it's tying into the rest of these cards with the knowing, just knowing. And I think the Bull here, again, a show of strength. Remember how I said the frog, for me now, it just came in resilience. The frog's resilient. The cat's independent. The goat just is determined and agile to climb up those mountains. And to me, the moose and the bear and the bull are just pure power behind it. And that's kind of the energy that you're going to take on when doing this talk, this presentation, this sharing of opinion and ideas that you're going to be involved in. Now let's go to the tarot. First card out, we have the Empress. Love. Okay. Second, we have the Magician. And third, we have the Nine of Swords. All right. How do these tie in? The Empress card. When you're doing something new, or when you're suggesting, in this case, like we've been talking about, something new, you might also want to take on that Empress energy, okay? She is nurturing. She helps things grow. She can help an idea to grow. So if you approach this, again, with truth, respectfully, but compassionately, I was kind of speaking about the Queen of Wands. Here's the Empress coming in. And I said maybe the Queen of Cups compassion. It's the Empress. That's where you're getting the compassion, that mothering, that nurturing, the planting of seeds and nurturing them to grow. And I think that whatever it is that you're going to be talking about is going to be like planting the seeds to the group of people that you're, as I said, standing in front of somewhere. And then you're going to nurture that idea or those ideas to grow within the minds of the people there and within whatever organization or group it is. And we have the magician, and the magician just embodies all energy and is able to manifest. So whatever it is that you want to grow and get out, speak your truth about, it will happen, because the magician is capable of making manifestations happen, right? If you set your mind to it and you put it out into the universe, you're going to nurture it, and you're going to use your magic and make it happen. Okay? And the 9 of Swords. Don't be afraid. It's a little bit different. I love this card because, you know, when you use different tarot decks, you will pull different messages. We know the 9 of Swords is kind of getting caught up in your own mind, sleepless nights, anguish. This may not be easy for you to do, right? Sometimes speaking the truth isn't an easy thing to do. Sometimes having compassion is hard. It just is. We're human beings. It's life. Don't be afraid to accept help. That's what I'm getting from this card, right? There's like the panda coming up behind what it would be like the sleeping panda, right? And just grabbing a hold of them. And, you know, in my mind, I imagine that they're going to be sitting like this in a moment where don't be afraid to receive help from someone else. Okay? Like I said, you're independent and you're able to do this on your own, and absolutely you are. But as it nurtures and as you're manifesting, don't be afraid to then accept help, because you may trigger someone else in the group who wants to jump on board and work on this with you. So let them, right? Don't think that you have to do it all on your own. Don't allow yourself to get all tied up at knots thinking, okay, I have to present this. I have to share this. I have to speak my truth about it. And I'm on my own. You're not on your own. There will be other people that are going to want to jump on board with you and help remove you maybe from the stress of thinking that you need to do this and make any changes all by yourself. Okay, let's take a look at the Wild Unknown and see what the Wild Unknown has to say. What do we have here for additional guidance or information for pile 3? I love that though, just that energy, right? That strength, but just knowing that you don't have to be so strong that you alienate yourself to thinking you have to do it all on your own. Okay, we have 5. I feel like that's too many. Because you don't have to do it on your own. You don't have to put yourself into a little self-imposed prison thinking that, you know, it's up to you to make it all happen. The Tower. Okay, there's card number 1. I want to get 2 more. The Tower. Letting go of old ideas. Letting them burn down to the ground so that you can start and work on something new. So that's perfect, ties perfectly into the message, okay? The Hermit, going within, okay? Going within and finding that intuition, clearing out the clutter, knowing what it is, right? Finding your way, the path that you want to take, finding the path, the route, the words that you want to use for this truth that you need to speak, right? You may need to do go in for a little inner guidance, all right? And I want to say though, but don't allow yourself when you're going in to get caught up in your head, right? Keep it clear. Keep everything clear. And then one more. We could just get one more okay. This is the Page of Pentacles. I like, okay, so pages, young, youthful, full of ideas, and the Page of Pentacles I want to say, is going to be, even though they can be, you know, like young and in my mind, young and a little reckless sometimes, the pages. This page has a very daughter, so we're going to go with feminine energy. And this page of Pentacles has some really great grounded ideas on how you can, tying in with the Empress, grow. So whatever suggestions that you've been asked to give, the truth that you need to speak about, just know that you can also take on the energy of the Daughter of Pentacles and ground yourself down in, right? You're going within because you know that things need to change, or there are changes that need to be made, and you're going to make, I don't know, I just feel like the suggestions for it. But know that you have the ability to make the magic happen and to nurture and grow this. And the Daughter of Pentacles is going to give you very grounded ideas, very strategic ideas. But I also feel like she's going to keep it fun too, because there's this does not feel like a heavy energy to me. I feel like it's something you could be nervous about, right? But I believe you have some very, very good ideas that are going to make a huge difference to whatever this is that you're going to be speaking about. So pile number 3, thank you for coming to the reading. I hope this helped. I hope you found something that resonated with you. Know that you can call on your animal spirit guides and your ancestor guides, working with them in this situation. If this resonated for you in any way, I ask that you like, share, and subscribe. I'm a new channel and I want to grow, and I'd love to have you back reading after reading, you know, to share the journey with me. So thanks very much.